Malachi, Tulogelo,
Ngobo Sibongiseni,
Ketse Kuti Peter.
Please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God," for an affirmation. You do the same, but say, "I do." Our country has challenges. Meditate about the solutions to corruption, to crime, to anything of concern that you have.
And tonight on Unfiltered, Chriselda Lewis will be hosting the youngest members of Parliament that were sworn in. The question is, do you think the swearing in of younger MPs in Parliament will help address some of the issues facing the youth? She joins us now for more on the topic. Quite an interesting one there, because we've seen that even members of the hashtag Fees Must Fall are now going to the National Assembly, the Gauteng legislature. How's that going to impact the houses that they'll be working in?
Absolutely, Tepiso, and that's what we're going to find out tonight. There seems to be so much expectation from young people that, some of these now members of Parliament who have been, they say, in the trenches fighting for some of the key issues that young people have been facing, fees must fall, youth unemployment, and a host of other issues that affect young people. The general expectation is at this point, across the different political parties, will be hosting some of the youngest from the EFF as well as the DA and the ANC. So it'll be very interesting to hear from them how they plan to use their voices now that they are in Parliament to raise some of the concerns that young people are facing, or will they just disappear? Right? Because young people, I tried to engage with some of them on social media, the very question that you asked, and some of them are saying that, they're hoping that they don't just disappear in Parliament and not raise some of the key issues that they're facing. So a lot of hopes at the moment are being placed on these young MPs across party lines to raise key issues that young people continue to face in the country.
So as you say, Chriselda, multifaceted approach from the various parties, but you also saying obviously the emphasis is on the heavy responsibility placed on them. We know that young people are not homogeneous. So what is it likely to do to them going from the trenches to Parliament, as you say?
Look, from what we gauge at this point, there is high hope on their part that they will raise their voices on behalf of young people in the National Assembly. But of course, you don't want those young voices to drown, okay? Those young voices should not drown. They should continue to fight. I mean, one of the questions we'll be asking is that what happens now then to the Fees Must Fall movement? What now happens to the fight for a free decolonized education? Does it now drown, or has that baton been handed to other young people who will fight on the ground when you have now across these party lines young people who are going to Parliament to use their voices in that particular platform to raise some of these concerns? So we'll hear from them certainly this evening about whether that voice drowns or in fact that voice, that young voice, will be used in this political landscape to be able to raise some of these key issues that young people are facing, key pressing issues that young people are facing in the country.
Thanks for that, Chriselda. Look out for Unfiltered later on tonight. Let's take a quick break.